todo tempo quanto houver pra mim é pouco pra dançar com meu benzinho numa sala de reboco.
Ah, maluco, tem uma cara de skinhead, mano.
Puta que pariu, agora?
Só agora? Só agora, mano?
Não é possível.
Chamar,
É good night, gringo. I see you face now.
Rename in Discord e countries Wi-Fi.
Cara, eu see you right. Para, pelo amor de Deus, para.
Porque um tenta falar, aí o outro chega e marca queia na hora, cara. Impressionante. Eu atrapalho.
Não. Agora a gente tá tentando na moral, só que realmente um acaba atrapalhando o outro, mas a gente tá falando sério.
Então é o seguinte, quando um falar, esperem terminar. Pelo amor do Senhor Jesus Cristo, amém.
Mano, eu tenho aqui...
Vai for gay.
Lucas,
I can't enter the
game
server.
of Isaac.
Deixa que eu falo.
But the current monarch of the British... Yeah, how can I... Como é que se fala? The United Kingdom, the current monarch is the descendant of the Stuart family from Scotland, right?
Yes and no. It's complicated because the royal family like to intermarry to try and gain power. And a Scottish king way back when was the King of Scotland, and he married into the English royal family, becoming the King of Scotland and England.
Yeah.
And his
James the
descendants
first, right?
Yeah, King James. He went on to rule Scotland and England. So that's how they did that. But we've had several wars of independence. Like fighting the fucking English all the time.
Yes. We have a really great issue about monarchy here in Brazil because the great majority of the right-wing people want a monarchy. But the current royal family is pretty liberal. So we are in this debate. Here in our server, the great majority of the people are Republican. We want a Republican, nationalist, socialist state.
You guys have a lot of Germans over there.
Yep, in the south of Brazil we have Germans. But they are pretty integrated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to have it...
deu pra entender.
I wonder where they all came from.
The great majority of the German people in Brazil came from the Rhineland area. They have a pretty rural accent compared to the actual German people. We have a lot of Italians and Lebanese and other Mediterranean people here in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's basically... we have all type of people here, actually. Ele perguntou de onde os alemães do Brasil vinham. Aí eu falei pra ele que a maioria vinha da parte da Renânia e eles tinham um sotaque bem rural.
Você pode perguntar agora pra ele o que ele acha da União Europeia.
Okay. Hey man, what do you think about the European Union?
I think see what's gonna happen is Scotland's gonna get independence and it's going to go try and join the EU. I speak to a guy a lot who works in the EU. He says that they're going to crack down on immigration, but with European immigration, it's with the European Union, it's different from saying independent countries' immigration. But the European Union has quotas. You can choose to fill that quota or not. But the thing is, if you choose not to fill the quota, then you have to pay money, and I don't think Scotland will be in a place where it can afford to pay for this, to not have refugees. So, but apparently they're going to crack down on them, which I don't believe. But then England, when it left the EU, it says we're going to go ahead and get immigrants from other countries, like Africa and those sorts of places. So...
I know that the Pakistani people are pretty radical and they tend to make gangs and destroy things. I hear about a thing about acid attacks.
Acid attack?
Yes. And it's pretty horrible. We don't have this type of thing in Brazil. It's so, I don't know, so sad for us to see something like this.
What happens is, say if two drug dealers are feuding, they'll acid attack their girlfriend or their family. I was reading this study done about the new immigrants integrating into London gang culture, and this gang member in London said, now that all these Africans are coming over, we've had to increase our levels of violence to match the Africans because they're way more violent than we are. Because they'll just go and cut people's heads off and all sorts of shit like that. I mean, recently we had a guy who was in a extremist rehabilitation program, whose parents were immigrants. He went into a police station and shot the police officer in the face.
Jesus.
But that sort of thing doesn't happen over here. You know, that's like
Thanks a lot.
not a very common incident, but it's becoming more and more common.
The
Sadly.
people from these places, they generally don't go to Scotland, right?
Yeah, just stay away from it.
Ele disse que provavelmente quando eles ganharem independência, eles vão se unir à União Europeia. E ele falou com um cara que trabalha na União Europeia. Ele disse que eles precisam preencher cotas de imigrantes lá. E ele acha que a Escócia não tem a menor capacidade de arcar com isso, então eles vão acabar tendo que convidar imigrantes.
Ou seja, eles estão totalmente fudidos.
Talvez.
É porque eu fico me perguntando o seguinte: como é que vai funcionar pra eles fazerem alguma coisa? Mano, a Escócia, o que ela produz, cara? Nada.
O Chad, ele falou que não tem muitos imigrantes na Escócia, mas é exatamente isso que eles falaram. Se eles forem ganhar independência, eles vão ter que bater com as cotas de imigrantes da União Europeia.
Pergunta pro gringo sobre o que a Escócia faz, tipo, se ela consegue produzir emprego suficiente para todas as pessoas e quais são a principal produção dela.
My friends are asking about the Scottish economy. What do you produce? Do you can afford jobs for the Scottish people if you became independent?
We have the usual, shops, that sort of stuff, tech, media.
But Scotland don't have industrialized areas like coal or mining or oil production.
Yeah, we have offshore oil production, and we have the fishing industry, and we also we export a lot of livestock, and
that's nice.
We sell a lot of it to England.
Saúde.
Ele disse que a grande maioria da parada que eles fazem é tecnologia. Mas eles também têm produção rural e de petróleo.
Quem vai querer comprar trigo deles?
Eu acho que ele não sabe muito sobre isso, na realidade.
Mano, acho que vai tomar no cu. Não compro o trigo da Escócia nem fudendo, vai pagar o preço altíssimo, cara.
Não, mas eu acho que ele tava falando mais sobre...
Mas dentro da União Europeia não tem muitas tarifas, acredito eu. Então, eles conseguem vender. Além do comércio interno, né? Se for uma produção pequena, pra fazer
eu acho que a maioria do trigo deles deve ser vendido pra Inglaterra ou pra Irlanda. Ele disse também sobre o bagulho de líder nacionalista. O atual partido que tá na Escócia, ele se considera nacionalista, mas eles são muito liberais.
Me pergunta pra ele o seguinte: qual seria a religião proeminente na Escócia?
My friend is talking about the religion. The great majority of Scotland people are Protestants, right?
Yeah, I sort of do my own thing. I follow the laws of nature. Have you ever read the 88 Precepts? I could send them to you when I get home if you want, so you can read them.
Yeah, you can place this in the chat call, read later. Ele diz que ele é cristão, mas ele segue as leis da natureza, ou seja lá o que isso significa. Ele falou que a maioria dos escoceses são...
Pergunta por que ele pensa do IRA.
What do you think about the IRA?
I don't support them.
Why?
The tax on civilians.
Oh, I see.
You can fight a war of independence without attacking the civilian population. They had a lot of beef with the Protestants. They basically just wanted to genocide each other.
Ele disse que ele não apoia eles porque eles faziam muitos ataques contra civis. E também ataques contra o protestante, e eles só queriam fazer um genocídio contra eles mesmos.